Hi students, welcome to our physics class now. In this class we are going to learn a little topic in the ray optics, that is refraction of light at plane surfaces. The topic is total internal reflection. So total internal reflection in ray optics in the refraction of light at plane surfaces. Now we are going to learn. So what is a total internal reflection? Total internal reflection. So total internal reflection in short form can be written as TIR. So now what is a total internal reflection and what are the conditions for total internal reflection and some applications of total internal reflection. So what is a total internal reflection? Before that, what are the conditions for total internal reflection, students? Conditions for TIR. So the conditions for TIR is the direction of the incident ray. The direction of incident ray is always from optically denser medium into optically rarer medium. This is a one condition. So the direction of the incident ray is always from denser medium of light into rarer medium of light. And the second condition, students, so at the interface angle of incidence must be greater than critical angle. That is, while moving the incident ray from denser into rarer, when it approaches the interface between denser and rarer medium, angle of incidence, that is, angle of incidence made by the incident ray must be greater than critical angle at that interface in the denser medium. But here I is angle of incidence and C is a critical angle. But what is critical angle? And the formula for critical angle clearly explained in the previous video. Students, you can see this in this channel about the critical angle and you can understand better. So at the interface, when the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, so then the incident ray can undergo total internal reflection. So these are the two conditions for TIR, for total internal reflection, to be carried by the incident ray. So one is direction of the incident ray is always from denser medium into rarer medium. Then second condition is at the interface angle of incidence is must be greater than critical angle. Now how can we understand the concept of a total internal reflection in the form of activity, students? How can we explain the total internal reflection in the form of activity? So consider it is the interface which is separating both rarer medium, that is air, and denser medium like glass. Now, so this is from the point O. We have considered, so this is ON1 is the normal drawn to the interface in the rarer medium, and ON2 is the normal drawn to the interface in the denser medium. Now, so using, suppose through the glass, so up to this one, it is a glass. Students, you can consider this one is a glass. So it is a denser medium. It is a material medium. You can understand this one. So now we are sending the incident ray. So in the case 1, it is an incident ray. Now this is called angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is I1. Now for this angle of incidence, this incident ray crosses the interface and travels like that. So now this is called a refracted ray, and this is its angle of refraction R1. So for the angle of incidence I1, the incident ray travels from denser medium and enters the rarer medium. So in the rarer medium you can see how it is refracted. Now, so in the second case, we are sending one more incident ray. So this is the angle of incidence, consider I2. This is the angle of incidence I2, but for this angle, consider for this angle, the incident ray is not entering the rarer medium. It is traveling along the interface. So this is called refracted ray. So this refracted ray is not entering the rarer medium air. It is traveling along the interface. But in this case, the angle between this normal and refracted ray is angle of refraction. Consider R2. This is here 90 degrees. Then this I2 is called critical angle. This I2 is called critical angle. So for the angle of incidence I1, the incident ray entered rarer medium from denser medium. For the angle of incidence I2, consider the incident ray after reaching the point O at the interface is traveling along the interface in the form of refracted ray, and then angle of refraction is 90 degrees. Now in this case, in the third case, we are sending one more light ray. Consider this incident ray is XO. XO, this is the incident ray. In the third case, it is also incident ray. Now the angle from here to here, students, so you can take this one as I3, consider. So this I3 is greater than I2, means that I3 is greater than critical angle. So now in this case, the incident ray doesn't cross the interface, does not cross the interface. So the incident ray XO is not crossing the interface, is returning. So this returning ray is called reflected ray. Reflected ray. Consider OY is the reflected ray, XO is the incident ray. So now instead of refraction, it is bouncing back into same denser medium, that is same glass. So here we can say total internal reflection is happening. So the total internal reflection is here TIR is represented by XOY. XOY, incident ray, reflected ray. So now from this we can understand, so two conditions are satisfied for total internal reflection, and we can also define the total internal reflection, students. So you can see the direction of the incident ray, that is from denser medium into rarer medium, one thing, and angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. In the second case, there is a critical angle that is taken as I2 is equals to C. So this I2, here I2 is taken second time angle of incidence, which is equal to C. So this is critical angle. So this critical angle is lower than I3, means I3 is greater than critical angle. So angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, second condition. And first condition is direction of the incident ray is from denser into medium into rarer medium. So in this case, total internal reflection is happening. Now what is the definition for total internal reflection, students? So we can write, what is the definition of total internal reflection? What is the definition of total internal reflection? When the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, that is I is greater than critical angle at the interface of denser medium, at the interface of denser medium, the incident ray, then the incident ray, instead of refraction, bouncing back into the same denser medium, so creating a phenomenon of light called total internal reflection. So this is the definition for total internal reflection, students. So when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, I is greater than C at the interface of denser medium, then the incident ray, instead of refraction bouncing back into the same denser medium, and this is creating a phenomena of light, a process of light is called total internal reflection. Now some applications of total internal reflection. Some applications of total internal reflection. So diamond shines more than any other material. Diamond shines more than any other material. The reason behind this one is total internal reflection. So because of total internal reflection, so the diamond is a shining more than any other material which is made into diamond shape. So naturally diamond has higher refractive index. Refractive index of diamond is 2.42 and critical angle of diamond is 24.4 degrees. So with this higher refractive index, with this lower critical angle, the incident ray which enters the diamond undergoes many times total internal reflection, making it shines more than any other material. Consider into the diamond, the incident ray enters like that. So there it is hitting this surface of the diamond. So this is the incident ray. Consider here it is a normal. Here angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Then it reflects like that. So there also here angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. Then this incident ray goes like that. So many times one incident ray which enters inside the diamond, every time after hitting, so there should be angle of incidence is greater than critical angle. That is why inside the diamond one incident ray becomes reflected ray becomes incident ray, like that multiple reflections will be carried. This is related to total internal reflection. That is why diamond is a shining more than any other material. This is working on the principle of its shining is working on the principle of total internal reflection, students. Similarly, optical fibers also working on the principle of total internal reflection. Optical fibers are working on the principle of total internal reflection. Formation of mirages also due to total internal reflection. Optical fibers working on the principle of total internal reflection. Mirages also formed due to total internal reflection. So these are some applications of total internal reflection, students. That's all the total internal reflection topic. Thank you.